In today's video, I thought I'd talk to you about free shipping on eBay and why I decided to stop doing free shipping and go back to paid shipping. That kind of goes against the trend, doesn't it? Welcome back to Cooking Hayden's. I'm Car Boot Chris. I'm a full-time reseller. We're going to talk about the free shipping subject a little bit later on. But before that, remember on the last video I showed you my stock room and what a tip it has become. Well, I'm going to have a complete revamp in here. I'm going to do it in a few minutes. I'm going to show you how it goes. And I want my stock room to be ready for Q4 basically. Easy to use, easy to manage. I know where everything is. Tidy. That's what I want. So this is my stock room. As you can see, there is crap everywhere. There's bits just dumped there. There's bits dumped on the top there. We've got stuff on the floor. We've got piles of spares, you know, like bits of offcuts and stuff to use for packing. We've got packing everywhere. Oh, that's Belle's little birthday bit she did for me. Thank you, dear. And we've got this dead space here behind the table in between the window. And then we've got all my racking here, which I've ended up putting stuff here. It needs condensing. Oh, I've got papers there. Oh, I've just got crap everywhere. It's giving me a bit of a headache and it's not user friendly at the moment. When I moved in, I had this perfectly set up, if you remember a video, but now it's gone to rat shit. Also, in here, what I've got to try and do is get in another 6 shelves. I bought some absolute bargain shelves on Amazon on their Prime Day. And they're not plastic ones, they're proper metal ones. And I want to probably try and fit them here. So where does this lot go? I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. So that's that done. We've managed to free up this tiny little strip of space here. This is almost empty. I've just got to re-skew a couple of items in these boxes. There's not much in them. Next job, I'm going to tackle this little area here. It's an absolute tip. As you know, I use paper, newspapers, as void fill. That's the main thing I use because it's free. Someone collects it for me and saves it up. Now what I do is, and this might be a little tip, I don't know, but to make life easier, what I do is when I get the papers, they come like this in a big bag, just like normal papers. But what I do is I open them up from the middle and like that, and I flat pack them, and when they get flattened out they go here, and it's like being in a chippy. Remember that back in the day in a chippy they'd have a pile of newspapers all flattened like that, and then when I'm packing all I have to do is go bang bang, instead of having to open up a newspaper and faff about with it. So I create a stack like that, like a chippy. Something else I was going to show you, and I can't remember if I've showed you this before. This is my little trick, a little trick thing. So when you're dealing with papers, it gets a bit, don't want to be putting them in your mouth, fingers in your mouth, in order to pull out the papers, to separate them. So what I do is I get one of these, you know, one of these cleaning pads, washing up pads, and I've got a little dish from somewhere, I don't know where. And put it in there like that, put a bit of water on that, and then you can dab your fingers in there and just pull out your papers dead easy. And yes, you're still going to get ink on your fingers, you'll have to have a wash later, but at least you're not putting them in your mouth. That is my packing area done. I'm very happy with how that's looking. I've just got to organise some of this here in the bottom. But over here, it's looking good. Now, next job, I'm going to build the new shelving units, which I'm hoping are going to go in here. This is what I've got. It came as a 2-pack. G-Rack 2-pack, $21.99 Amazon. Free delivery for 2. Just over a tenner each. This looks like a headache already. It does say boltless. I've just stopped that there because I'm just wondering, they're actually quite short. Look, they're a little bit shorter than I thought. So I'm thinking, because there's 2 in a pack, instead of doing 2 short ones, can I, because they're kind of connecting things, could I just connect parts of the second one to make it higher up? That'd be more useful to me than that, because I can't double stack because it won't double stack. It's too long for that, but I could at least put another half on top. What do you reckon? Going together. Not too bad. One more to go on there, and then I think I'm going to do what I said before. I'm going to add another layer on top with another 2 shelves. Right, I've done it. I've managed to go 2 extra shelves higher. Look at that. Is it sturdy? Well, it's not too bad, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pieces of carpet on the front of the feet, just so that it leans backwards a bit to the wall there, like that. Just so it leans backwards. And then once it's full up, it should hold. It's taking some shape now. As you can see here, I've only done 1 sort of double shelf, and then I brought in 6 extra boxes empty, so this kind of future-proofs my clothing, because these are now all empty, ready to be skewed. So I've got all these already for clothing. Now I've got these plus the shelf for other stuff, so that's good. So what I'm going to do now is sort this one out. That is it, I've done. It's going to be getting dark soon. I can't believe it's taken me like all day to get this done. I'll turn it around so you can have a quick look. Okay, here we go. It's finished. Let's have a look on this side. That's nice and neat. I've got to keep it like this. That's my vintage stock. That's my vintage stock there. I have actually used now 3 of these boxes as I was tidying up, so we've still got 3 empty ones there. All the packing stuff, all nice and neat. Papers that you know about. That's my packing desk, slightly higher than my other one so that I don't break my back. And then I've added this other tall unit. I did another 1.5 shelving units, same as that one. I put it behind here because I thought that's useful to put all my bags, packing stuff there. I can just grab it while I'm packing. All nice and user-friendly, that's what we need, isn't it? And then I've reorganised this now, so it is completely organised. I put all the things together, like I've got all my pops together, box trainers together, loose trainers together, figures and toys up here, ceramics, mugs, soft toys are now all at the top, and then mostly media on this one. Well done if you've made it this far. That has to be the most boring video you've probably ever watched if you're still here. So eBay are always going on about offer free post, because it's one of those metrics that means you get an extra few percentages of sales. And when eBay like look at your account and give you suggestions for improvements, they always say free post. Yeah, okay, we get it. We're trying to compete with Amazon. I decided to plump for it. So it must have been about 6 months ago. I decided to have a go at free post. The first mistake I made was before I changed to free post, I put all my prices up by £3. It was stupid. I mean, the logic's there. Oh, try and build in postage into the price of your item. It was a mistake because I did that. I then edited everything to free post, and it absolutely killed my store for about 4 or 5 days. It was dead. And so what I did was I took remedial action almost straight away. I took off that £3 that I put on to try and cover the post. So I put it back down to the prices that I had it on. And then sales started to come in. It was so obvious. It wasn't one of them, oh, did it make an effect? Did it not? It definitely did. Putting that £3 on and then doing free post, it was a big mistake. So I would say if you're thinking about changing to free post, that's fine. It's not a bad thing. Don't do that. I've been using free post for quite a while. If I'm honest, I've not really noticed much difference in sales. The problem you have on eBay, and probably any platform, is that when you make a change to something, there's so many variables in play that you don't really know if it's having much of an effect. Because you could change to free postage and your sales go through the roof, but at the same time, you're putting new and different stock on your store. It could be seasonal. There could be seasonal changes. You could be going into a busy period. You don't know what thing has made that sale increase. I've generally, on the whole, not noticed a lot of difference in sales. My sales are fairly standard for this time of year. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to turn it back on. Because every time you make a sale with free post, you have to chew that up into the price of your item. And it takes out a fair chunk, especially if something's heavy. £3 something for a standard parcel, it's not so bad. You can do it. But when things start going £4, £5, £6, it's a killer. It's an absolute killer. And you can say to yourself, oh, I'm going to build it into the price of the item when I list it. In reality, that doesn't really happen because you still got to be competitive on your price when you list. I decided not to sort of go into postage policies or to individually price things. What I decided to do in regards to postage was charge a flat rate on everything that I've got in my store. So here's how I did it. I bulk edited everything. I've got about 1,000 listings roughly. And I've charged $2.99 for every tract on everything. But also I've put a second option on there that people can choose. $4.99 for Royal Mail 24 tract. So that's what I've gone with. And I've not seen any difference other than I feel like my sales are better. My 90-day is better. Because my sales are better, that obviously goes up, but also you've got the postage costs that are coming into your income. So that feels like that's doing better. But again, like I said earlier, we're coming into Christmas now, so we're getting seasonal increases in sales. So I don't know truly whether it's just seasonal increase or it's the change that I put on postage. I mean, $2.99 on everything. Unless it's large letter, I'm still losing money on the postage. But I'm looking at it like a contribution towards postage, the $2.99. I might change that as postage prices increase. I might change that to $3.49. And then that'll almost cover most of what I sell. But at the moment, I'm comfortable with it. It seems to be working. The flat rate on everything, I don't have to weigh anything. I just say, you know what? It's $2.99. If it turns out to be £4, I'll pay that £1. And I definitely think it's working. I feel like sales are better. But again, could be Christmas. The main thing is, I don't think it's got worse. And I think that's an important one. It's definitely not got worse. Something worth thinking about as well with free postage, and this is another reason why I decided to change back to paid, is that it absolutely kills your best offers coming in and being sent out by me. Absolutely kills it. I've noticed a massive difference. That is one thing I've noticed a huge difference on, is offers incoming that I'm able to accept and offers outgoing that get accepted. And that is because I'm taking into account the cost of the postage when I'm doing that offer. Whereas when it's paid postage, I can be more competitive with an offer. You know what I mean? So I have definitely noticed that best offer is affected quite badly when you change to free postage. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you gone paid to free, and how did you find it? Have you gone free to paid? How did you find it? I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been a bit different, and I hope it's not been too boring. If you want to carry on supporting the channel, I'm going to put 2 videos up. One here, just here, and one down here, down here. And you can subscribe by pressing this button here. And then you'll be forever linked to the channel. You'll get notifications, you'll know when I'm live and all sorts. So thank you again for watching, and if you made it to the end, you get a gold star. See you later.